first step in proportion is always to change the question into an equation that has k times. So we're going to write this as z equals k times s cubed. Then we're going to replace z with 40 equals k times, and replace s with 2, so 2 cubed. We can then work out that k equals 5. We then rewrite our equation, z equals 5 multiplied by s cubed, because we know what k is, and then finally we put in the question value, so s is 10. So we've got z equals 5 multiplied by 10 cubed, which is 5,000. So another proportion question, this time it's inversely proportional, so that's k times 1 over, and then a squared. E is 6, when a is 7, therefore k is 49 times 6. 49 times 6, 294. Rewrite the original equation, E equals 294 multiplied by 1 over a squared, and finally substitute in the value. It's easiest to have this as an improper fraction, so that's 98 over 3 equals 294. Oops. Equals 294 times 1 over a squared. So I'm going to multiply up by a squared, so I get a squared times 98 over 3 equals 294. Opposite of multiply is divide, which tells me that a squared equals 9, and therefore a equals 3. Standard expanding brackets, so 18b subtract 18, negative 14b, negative times negative is positive, so positive 21. Comparing the b terms, I've got 4b. Comparing the constant terms, I've got positive 3. Factorising, common factor of 9 and 12 is 3, and both terms have a t. 3t multiplied by another 3t makes 9t squared, and 3t multiplied by 4c will make 12tc. Two brackets together is FOIL, so we get firsts, outers, inners, lasts, and then simplify f squared, put the two middle terms together, so positive 6f, subtract 40. And that works for the next one as well. So firsts, outers, inners, and lasts, and simplify. Put the middle two terms together, which is negative 33y. Factorising is going back to brackets, so I've got u and u to get u squared, Then I need two terms that multiply to make 4, so that could be 1 times 4 or 2 times 2, but they need to add up to 5, so it's plus 1 and plus 4. This is a slightly harder version, but still the same idea. So I've got two brackets, I'm going to put 30m in both. Now if I expand that, I've got 900m squared. So I need to divide by 30, so I make sure I get 30m squared. Then I'm looking for numbers that multiply to make positive 30, the product of 30 and 1. So that could be 1 and 30, 2, 15, 3 and 10, 5 and 6. But they need to add to negative 13, so if I have negative 3 and negative 10, that satisfies my condition. If I factorise 3 out of the first bracket and 10 out of the second bracket, that 3 and 10 will cancel with my 30, so I'm left with 10m subtract 1 and 3m subtract 1 as being my factorisation. And I could expand that to check. P is always half the amount of x, so I've got x subtract 5 all squared. Now 5 squared is 25, but I only want 18, so I need to subtract 7. A must be 3, and then I've got x squared plus 6x plus 31. That's the same as my original expression, 3 times x squared plus 18x. Then I can do the same trick that half the number of x's will be p, so x plus 3 all squared. 3 squared is 9, multiplied by 3 is 27, and I need 31, so I need to add another 4. Instead of cubing, we'll start by just squaring, so two versions of the same bracket gives me 4x squared plus 36x plus 81, and then I'm going to multiply that by another version of the bracket. So 4x squared times 2x, that's 8x squared, 36x times 2x is 72x squared, x cubed, sorry, x squared plus 162x, and then everything multiplied by 9 is 36x squared plus 36 times 9 is 324 plus 81 times 9 is 729, and then we can simplify. So I've got 8x cubed, x squared terms 72 plus 36 is 108. X terms 162 plus 324 is 486. And the last term is 729. Any fraction addition we do by cross multiplying for the numerators and straight multiplying for the denominators. We can then do the numerator additions, that's 29r over 90. So same for this fraction as well, so cross multiply. Seven times 24 is 168 minus 56q all over 8 times 24 is 192. Then I can do the subtraction. 168 subtract 56 is 112. Oh, sorry, that should have been q squared. over 192q squared. Q's cancel, and 112 over 192 simplifies to 7 over 12. So I get 7 over 12q.